In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Few possess the power to harness true focus. Have you ever tried to get some work done, but found yourself constantly checking your phone or staring out the window? Time slips away, and before you know it, you've accomplished almost nothing. But what if I told you that the secret to outworking everyone isn't just about grinding harder or being more talented? It's about embracing something most people avoid: boredom. Let me tell you something that might just change your life. Greatness is within your reach, simply because most people are weak. You aren't meant to be mediocre, so stay with me. I will share strategies at the end of this video to help you outwork everyone around you. We live in a universe that's constantly vying for our attention. We're surrounded by devices that steal our attention: phones, social media, endless notifications. It's hard to sit with just our thoughts. Most of us try to avoid boredom at all costs. We numb ourselves with constant stimulation. We even bring the phone when we take a dump. But what if we could flip the script? What if boredom could actually help you get ahead? The truth is, by embracing boredom, you can become more focused and more productive than those around you. Most people are too distracted to realize this, but those who do will set themselves apart. Boredom has become demonized, but it's actually a powerful tool to be wielded. When you remove distractions, you're left with two choices: do the work or do nothing. And trust me, doing nothing gets old fast. When you let yourself get bored, you create an environment where work becomes the most stimulating option, and you start to focus. In the boring task experiment, participants were given the mind-numbing task of copying numbers from one page to another. Sounds dull, right? But here's the interesting part. After being immersed in this monotonous task, participants became significantly more creative when given a new challenge. It's as if their minds, desperate for stimulation, unleashed a surge of creative energy to escape the boredom. Try this. Lock yourself in a room with nothing but your work. No phone, no distractions, no escape. Write down what you seek to accomplish so that you can refer back to this list when you start to drift off. At first, this may seem unbearable, but soon you'll find yourself diving into the work, not because you love it, but because it's the only thing to do. I'm not perfect. I struggled so much with this, but the more I did this, the more I trained my brain to focus. It helped me get more work done in less time. When I focus deeply, I know I'm not just outworking others, I'm outsmarting them. I can accomplish in a few hours what might take others all day. This isn't about exhausting myself, it's about wielding my focus as a weapon, eliminating distractions, and training my mind to welcome boredom. This, the discomfort that leads to greatness. Steve Jobs once said, "Focus is about saying no." He knew that to create something great, you have to ignore distractions. Like the Infinity Stones, Jobs knew that true power comes from focusing deeply on a few key tasks. A warning before you begin. We are not made for multitasking. The simple act of scrolling your phone for just 30 seconds while you're in the middle of working can put your mind in a distracted state for up to 30 minutes afterwards. Your brain will struggle to switch back to the original task, creating what's known as attention residue. As a result, your performance on the next task may suffer. I know. I've been there. And now, let me share my strategies. Number 1. Set time for deep work. Choose specific times each day when you focus only on important tasks. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Consistency is key. Over time, it gets easier as your brain will learn to associate this time with the pursuit of your goals. If you make this into a habit, you will be inevitable. Number 2. Eliminate distractions. Before you start working, turn off your phone, close unnecessary apps, and let others know you are not to be interrupted. Get your space ready with the things you expect you might need, like water or stationery. The fewer distractions you have, the more powerful your focus. Number 3. Start small. If deep work is new to you, start with short sessions. When I first started, I limited myself to 20-minute sessions and gradually increased the time. Soon, I found it easier to stay focused for longer periods. The next time I had to do a task I disliked, I looked back at the small wins. It made it easier to get started because I had proven to myself that I could do it. Number 4. Well-planned downtime. Breaks between deep work blocks can help you recharge. You can do stuff like take a walk, nap, work out, or meditate. But remember, only choose activities that don't get you on cheap dopamine high. Activities that create attention residue will cause you to have poor concentration for the next task. And because you stayed with me this far, here's a bonus tip. Listen to binaural beats at 40 Hz for 30 minutes before or during deep work. It has been proven to help increase focus and concentration. Warren Buffett credits his success to saying no to almost everything that doesn't align with his goals. This focus on what matters has helped him succeed. Tim Ferriss speaks of working smart, not hard in his book, The 4-Hour Workweek. He says, focus on being productive instead of busy. Take a page from their playbooks by learning to say no to distractions and yes to boredom. You are setting yourself on a path to achieve more than you ever thought possible. Outworking everyone isn't merely about the hours you put in. It's about how you make those hours count. By embracing boredom and learning to focus deeply, you can produce higher quality work in less time. Not because you worked harder, but because you worked smarter. So next time you feel the urge to check your phone or get distracted, remember this: greatness lies on the other side of boredom. Embrace it, lean into it, and watch as you outwork everyone around you by simply doing less, but doing it better. If you really want to upgrade your life, hit the like button to show your love and subscribe to soak in more such wisdom.